Salutations, my friends and beautiful watchers. We are back playing Persona 5 Strikers, where we are about to infiltrate the jail to try and change Alice's heart.
You, me, and Ryuji are going to destroy the searchlights.
No worries there. We'll mess him up quick.
Or I guess before we actually have to fight her, we actually have to get inside the jail.
As
in the first
Futaba
place.
hacks into the control panel, Haru, Makoto, and I shall protect her.
We're not to let a single shadow past us.
No worries there either.
Okay, you guys are gonna be lifesavers. I swear I'll drop that wall, no matter what.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
My goal is to lure the initial wave of enemies elsewhere. After losing them elsewhere, I'll return to you.
Sophia is useful as always.
Thanks, Sophia, but don't be too reckless.
Got it. I won't be too reckless.
And the linchpin to this whole operation is...
Me,
You're
of
gonna be
course.
the star of this distraction. Make it as flashy as possible.
Time to move out. We're carving a path all the way to Alice's castle.
Okay, apparently we're supposed to go by ourselves into the fight, while the rest of the team is trying to take down the power for searchlights.
Got the plan down, Pat? Then let's go!
Let's go.
Oh. Interesting.
Almost time.
Yeah, let's do this.
Careful, Joker! We got one coming up!
Ooh. Oh yeah, this is where the game started. The same scene.
We're on. Right, let's go!
So much blood! Okay, it was not blood, it was a fruit
There's
punch.
a lot of them. They're all yours, Joker. All right, let's begin. That was one hell of an entrance, Joker. They're all riled. Just keep at it. Go ham until you've drawn every last bit of attention. Everyone else, proceed as planned. Joker's got the diversion covered, so now's your time to shine.
Gotcha. Leave the searchlights to us.
And we're to support Oracle as she hacks the terminal.
Right. Let's secure the area in front of the gate first. Yes, yes! Slice him and dice him! The enemy's starting to swarm Joker. Teach him a lesson. Joker's got the enemy big time mad. Awesome job. Just a bit longer. He's doing it all by himself, too. Now that's our Joker. I bet Skull would pull it off that smoothly.
Hell's with this deja vu.
Damn. Damn, we're using a bunch of skills on me.
Persona! You're mine.
Big breath, everyone.
We're at the searchlights. Just waiting on the signal.
No shadows in sight on our end. Looks like the diversion is working. All thanks to Joker. It's all up to you. I've got this. Mona, take over navigation for me. Gotcha. Good luck hacking. Joker, more shadows incoming.
I can see that. Let's just spin around.
It's over.
Oof.
Persona! Ravage them!
Watch out, reinforcements are here.
Damn, more reinforcements.
How's that wall coming? Done yet?
Hang on.
This is pretty cool though. Phew. I had to concentrate. Couldn't talk, I had to concentrate not to get hit. Ooh, is it gonna be a solo boss fight? Ooh. Just more shadows. From all over the place. Damn!
We made it! Let's rock, Joker!
Chaos is pretty cool. Morgan is so fun. Damn, he split him in two.
Nice moves. How do you like this? And a boop.
Makoto.
Persona!
Alright, that looks nice.
Thank goodness we made it in time.
Oh, that couldn't have gone better, Joker.
I've returned from my diversion. The plan appears to have been a success.
Yes, it was.
Hey, great hustle out there, Sophie. Now all we have to do is storm the castle. Now the real fight begins. Let's mop up the rest of these shadows so we can get to 705.
Understood.
That might come in handy. Think we could attack with it?
Take this!
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Might want to change up your approach.
What?
Don't have much health
Damn.
left. Hurry up and heal.
Not yet.
Phew.
Let's go!
Don't worry, I know we got this.
Persona! You're mine. Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's switch to Haru.
Joker fell back. We gotta patch him up quick.
Damn!
Good going, Noir. That knocked him for a loop.
I know that one hurt.
That one to me.
Damn, these guys have so much control.
Full. Give him a dirt nap.
Oh, this is so freaking cool. Oh my god. Okay, let's try it again.
Shadows defeated. Nice. Now nothing stands in our way. The barrier's down too.
This is so much OE damage. Alright. I guess we're heading inside the castle.
Oh, I wonder what that is. Should we
Or
go find out?
jail. Damn. This looks like a Disney castle almost.
I think I see something over there.
This might be what we need.
The searchlights are off now.
Looks like the plan worked.
Time to breach the enemy stronghold.
I'm picking up some shadows. Looks like a few guards stuck around. Add them to the KO count so we can move on.
Alright, this is a mistake.
No holding back. Incoming attack. Brace yourself. Now. That turned out great, Noir. Loving it.
Finally, he let up. Let's finish him off.
Nice.
I'd call that an
Okay,
easy
this one is
win.
creepy.
Good stuff, guys. Keep it coming.
Okay, let's switch to Morgana.
The searchlights in the area ahead are still active.
Those will be a breeze for Joker. He can slip right past it.
Can I?
Uh-oh. I think they're onto us. Be more alert from now on.
Should I have jumped over them or something?
That shadow seems dangerous.
Show yourself! Woohoo! Time for a royal beatdown!
I'm sure we can win. I'm sensing less enemies. Let's finish this.
Cleanup complete!
Alright, I think
Not
I
even worth my
slowly
time.
start to
Okay, let's keep it moving.
get used to the crap.
The enemy's on high alert. Try not to do anything careless.
How do I? Okay, this is probably gonna be a boss fight.
So, you're the ones to fire in this case. You will go no further. Once you are dead, Her Majesty can be at ease.
This one's tough. Careful, guys.
I think she. Alright.
Time for my persona.
Ooh, she's weak to wind. Lucky.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses. Can't all be this smooth. Your turn.
Yours.
Okay. The enemy's strong, but it's weak to gun attacks. Ready?
Ooh, weak to gun attacks.
Noir came in swinging for extra hard.
You won't know what hit you.
Damn, this is cool.
This is your end.
These combos do so much freaking damage.
Go for it, Joker.
If you can get them.
Please do. My turn. Incoming attack. Brace yourself. Witness my resolve. Direct hit, Kona. Nice one. I'd expect nothing less.
Okay, let's change back to Haru.
It's powerful and strong against psychokinesis. Keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, she's resistant to Haru, but
Rise ministered.
we killed her anyway. Okay, this is was one of the easiest sub bosses yet.
All shadows defeated. That takes care of that.
Okay, let's switch to Ryuji.
Huh? The heck is that?
Okay, is there any chests in here or anything interesting? Okay, I can jump down.
We can get inside from here. Once we get in the castle, we're headed straight for the roof. Are you ready?
Oh, so it's gonna be boss fight right away. Sheesh. Alright, we're almost full on SP. Let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, we're in. I'm picking up that treasure-like smell right above us in the throne room. Let's go. The enemy's on high alert. Try not to do anything careless.
It's like with music, kind of like circus music.
Nothing on my radar. Looks like we're safe for now.
For now.
Ugh, it's locked. Try finding.
Haha. Go for it.
We found the intruder! Capture them!
Incoming! How the heck did we get?
Okay, apparently let's start from this one. Alright, it was easy.
Hey, that did it. Good sleuthing, Joker. Let's get on it.
Hey, Ryu just did all of the work.
No shadows detected here.
Strange. Feel like we're going into a trap. Yep.
Intruders! Get them! How dare you, filth! How dare you, filth!
Incoming!
What the hell? How did we get jumped?
They don't give up. The elevator's on its way. Just hang in there. Right on the money, Skull.
Hey, they had it come out of the way! Move!
Enemy power level? Nothing special. Take him down.
Take this!
Alright, it was easy fight.
All right. Now take the elevator.
Okay, anything around? Maybe chest? I don't think so.
More shadows? But how?
There's no escape!
Your go!
Okay. No holding back. Looks like they're powering up. Watch
Oh, this twister
Found the intruders! Go for backup!
just destroys everything. Oh my god, this twister just does so much damage.
attack. Unload on 'em. No holding back.
I just love it.
Thank you.
There's no escape!
Noir, your defense is decreased. I can handle this.
All right!
We found the intruders! Go for backup!
Which one's the bad guy?
Okay, we're starting to get surrounded.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Might want to change up your approach.
Let's change the Joker.
Careful, fire won't work on that one.
Take this!
Mona's running out of stamina. Spend it once.
There's no escape!
Strike!
Okay, 5 more seconds.
You're mine! Fire!
We made it. Hurry, get out.
Take this!
This new skill suits me.
Phew.
Ooh, check out my new skill. That was a pretty rough ride.
They really aren't messing around with us anymore.
We've gone quite a ways up already. How much further to the top?
Okay, this is basically a gauntlet.
Stairwell on the other side of that door.
I feel like there's gonna be another fight here.
Invasive filth. You'll never reach the royal hall.
Bodyguard Captain.
The cost of defying Her Majesty is your head.
Okay, I think he was weak to curse and to lightning.
Got serious numbers. Wanna try out that party popper?
Persona! Now! Let's go.
Yes.
Ravage them.
Let me in! Joker got in a follow-up attack!
Thanks.
That's the ticket! Good thinking, Joker!
That's Joker for you! Fire!
It's a strong one! Exploit its weakness to curse!
Take this! This should help.
Keep it going! Joker got in a follow-up attack!
Take this! Let's go! Take this!
Incoming attack! Brace yourself!
Nice.
Take this!
Whew, almost got brainwashed.
Persona! Let's go!
That
You're
one looks
mine.
tough. Everyone stay
It's
focused.
over!
Alright, I'm definitely getting used to this combat and to the combinations.
That was great, Joker!
Now it's showtime.
Our set!
Hahaha.
Here!
Alright.
Okay.
A new skill? Well done, Joker!
Okay.
Oh, new skill! Nice work! Now it can be even more helpful.
Finally, it's over.
Hell
We
yeah!
are
Let's keep
getting
on
low on
rolling.
SP though.
Go ahead. Aw, what?
But this door leads to the stairwell. Maybe we should check outside.
Outside.
Oh, how about this way? Let's see.
That treasure-like smell isn't far now.
Damn. We're gonna be climbing hearts. So cute.
This is where the smell's coming from. Be ready for anything, guys.
Is this some kind of bird cage?
What is this doing?
And where's Alice?
She doesn't seem to be here.
Hey, look.
Is that a treasure? No. I can tell now this is something completely different from a treasure. Everyone, hide! Shadows ahead. What are they doing here?
Have you brought all the desires?
Yes, sir. This is all of them so far.
Uh-huh. This is collected desires. So if we take them away from Alice, we can return people to normal.
More are coming
think.
soon. Capture every last one of them, seize their desires, and bring them here.
Understood, sir.
Hey, those are...
Those are desires?
Yeah. They're the same as what we saw the other day.
Where'd they go? What was all that?
If they disappeared, can we even return them? Can we turn people back to normal?
They said they were bringing desires here, right?
So those jewels are the desires?
There's no question. That treasure-like shimmering up there? That's the desire.
The desire.
That is?
We did hear Alice was collecting them.
But that was a pile of gems. How come they turned into that shimmery thing?
Cognition?
This is just speculation, but Maybe that up there's the original form of a desire? After all, people's desires don't naturally have a single concrete form, because we all find our own desires precious. That could be why they look like gems here. When the people had their desires seized by the shadows, they consciously felt them being taken, so the desires took form.
But what turned them back into light? Their desires are still stolen.
Maybe Alice is considered their owner now that they're in her birdcage here. Alice doesn't seem to believe they can be stolen back. That's why they turned back into their base form.
It does seem to follow logically.
At any rate, if we reclaim the desires and release them from this cage, the people may well return to normal.
Yeah, that's definitely worth a try.
One moment. How does one steal light?
We make it take form, or we use calling cards. We can't do both.
Yep, with a calling card.
A calling card? What is that?
It's how we make that shimmery light take material form. If we make the owner aware that someone is after their treasure, it takes form. Desires should work the same way. To do it, we send a calling card to our target that says we're going to steal whatever is most precious to them.
I got it.
Are we sure it'll work, though? This isn't a palace with a treasure.
Nothing is obtained without action. We must at least try first.
For now, let's focus on securing our infiltration route.
Hell yeah! I'm getting there first!
Force field.
Are you okay? What was that? I swear Skull ran into some kind of jail cell door. Is there another barrier?
Am I hearing something?
Sophie, wait!
Would you just go away? What do you think you're doing looking at the guys like that? She is like such a waste of space, you know? Totally. She's such a loser. It hurts to look at her.
Is it kinda tells us she becomes so twisted, with her desires twisted, because people were mean to her?
No. I just...
The hell was that?
Yep.
You heard it too? A memory hidden by the monarch.
Sophie, are you alright?
No problem here. However, I did figure something out. That memory we heard is the key to the barrier.
How's that?
This cage is currently locked. You're right. What's that doing there? It will require a key, which we will find in the room those voices came from. It will be some sort of secret room, but we can't find this room here. We need to return to reality.
We need to investigate some more.
Reality? Why is that?
The room has been completely isolated. Its entrance exists only in the real world.
How'd you know all that?
I do not know. I merely sense it.
Maybe the lock on this cage is somehow linked to a lock in Alice's heart.
Mona-chan?
If Sophie's right, what we heard just now is a memory of the monarch. That means it's extremely important to her. I have a feeling that memory is acting as the lock on her heart, keeping us from getting past that door.
So the lock's an important memory.
It's only natural that the key to this place would be hidden somewhere that no one would find.
Maybe a journal, maybe a photo album,
That logic is indeed sound, but how is it possible?
or is it just hidden room, just like with Madarama Palace in previous game?
This is all just speculation so far. I've never seen anything like this either.
This could be another difference between the palaces and this jail. We can't reach the secret room in this world, you said?
Correct. We must find the location in reality instead.
And that would be...
I was not able to detect it.
But it should be related to those voices somehow, right?
Should be.
I could be wrong, but didn't it sound like someone was getting bullied?
Looking at guys like that.
Maybe school age? That could be. Brilliant deduction, Pam.
I'm just no stranger to hearing that kind of stuff, is all.
This why Anne is so down, because she finds a lot of parallels with Alice.
Panther.
If she's right, does that mean the key we need is somewhere in Alice's old school?
That would be logical.
All right. Let's go do some investigating back in the real world next. We're gonna need a calling card, too. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us.
Alright, guys. First step. Well, there was like 6 steps before that in previous 2 episodes, but another step is down and we are progressing.
What the what? How are there no results?
Really? But isn't stuff like where celebs went to high school easy to find online?
Unless she hidden it away.
Usually, yeah. But this time, no hits.
Or
Even on
maybe
the
she changed her
underground sites.
name after she become popular. Or before she become popular.
All I'm seeing is fake info from deluded fans. Even if she changed her name, there'd still be traces of that somewhere. Usually.
Shit, even you can't find Futaba?
This reeks of a serious scrub job. Someone, probably her, intentionally hid her past.
This is quite the setback. If we don't discover Alice's alma mater, we'll never find a way into that secret room.
But isn't it, like, impossible to just erase stuff from the internet on your own?
How else could we approach this?
She had to have professional help. So we have to find somebody who could have done it.
What if Mako-chan's sister looks into it for us? She's a prosecutor turned lawyer. Maybe she'll have access to useful intel we couldn't gather ourselves.
Oh, that could work. Think it's doable, Makoto?
She didn't get fired after what she did in previous game.
I don't have a problem doing it, but how exactly would I go about asking? Personal information and histories are legally protected, so I doubt she'd readily agree to hand that over to us.
Yeah, just asking her to tell us where Alice went to school is not gonna fly.
I hear you there. I really don't want to wind up on the other side of a table with her getting all, "Answer me!"
Yeah, Joker already done that.
Ah, okay. Alice.
This guy.
The shady detective.
I'm PubSec, not just some cop Wait, I'm not shady.
Yes, quite.
Yes, you are shady, my man.
These kids are something else. Would you quit saying that kind of stuff with that smile on your face?
So what do you want?
Come on, enough of the cold shoulder. You know I'm trying to help you out.
You help us?
You want to know where Alice Hiragi went to school, right?
Well, obviously he figured it out by listening to us, because Ryuji's an ass has been screaming it all over the place. Don't forget, we are not in the LeBlanc right now. We're in Access Way.
But you can't find where that is. And that's exactly how someone wants it. For some reason, there's almost no personal info available on Alice Hiragi, especially prior to her debut. That is just a big old blank. So, since this is giving you all a hard time, I've swooped in to lend a hand. Intel and Alice would be no sweat for me over in PubSec HQ, so how about it? Want some help?
What do you want in exchange?
No, we're good. We'll handle it on our own.
Shut up, Ryuji. Nobody asked you.
Yep, just a little more time and I'll get it myself.
Great, happy to help. But wait, come on now. This is a real deal connection here. Just be grateful and take the intel.
We're sorry, we just have zero trust in the police.
I told you to stop smiling when you say that.
Haru is so cute when she does
Fine.
it.
I've got to earn your trust first. I get it. Alice Hiragi is your senpai.
Same school?
She attended Kosei High?
Hmm?
Not
no,
you, Yasuke.
Everyone's senpai but yours.
She went to Shujin?
And don't forget it. Because you owe me one now. Got it?
We didn't make any deals, so it was free given.
Well, there he goes.
It's hard to gauge whether he's friend or foe.
He can be both.
More importantly,
Or
how did
neither.
he know where Alice went to school?
Could the police already have their eyes on her as well?
Come on, if everybody goes crazy who follows her or connected to her, like in her life, of course they're already looking at her.
It's possible. And it would mean
That we can trust him. For now, at least.
Well, I guess all we can do now is try it. We can find the secret room if we go to Shujin, right?
For the secret room in Shujin.
That appears to be correct. Everything should go.
Oh, Sophia is so cute.
Wow, 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 huh? Sure. Got it.
No, Ryuji, it was wow, 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 not wow, 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 wow.
With that settled, let's all head to Shujin now. There's no point in dawdling here.
I agree, Makoto.
Makoto's right. Time to check out Shujin Academy.
Shujin Academy. I never would have thought we were coming back there under those circumstances. If entering the jail through Shujin, we have no idea what we'll find on the other side. Let's make sure we're all good with the supplies and equipment before diving in. Once you're ready, we should join up with everyone in the hideout. That way we can go to Shujin together. We can go to Yojinjaya. Actually, let's check the stores in the Central Street. Maybe we can buy anything helpful. 10 HP is not gonna help. What's up? Alright, all the stores here are locked. I guess we're still in the tutorial stage of the game. Because we have to unlock most of this. Alright. Let's go straight to the LeBlanc. How are you doing, Shojiro? Nothing new to say. What about on TV? Following the scandal surrounding the previous director, the police agency have announced a new director. According to the press, they would like to put an end to the confusion caused by the investigation agency since last year.
Let's get to
Alright guys, let's check the store first.
welcome.
Problem is I have no idea what kind of elements the boss fight's gonna have.
Who's it for?
So I can't really buy any accessories
Which one?
to protect from elemental damage.
Who's it for? Which one?
So let's just buy some health items maybe?
How many would you like? You want this? Thank you very much. You want this one? Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
How many would you like? You want this one? Thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? You want this? Put it to good use, okay? You want this? Thank you very much.
Okay, we bought everything in here stock. Hopefully it will be useful for us at some point. Let's go to Velvet Room and see if we can fuse any personas.
Hello, Trickster.
Hello, Lavanza.
Performing a fusion?
Alright, we can create Succubus or Slime. Let's go with Succubus.
It seems that it can gain new power. Choose which skill to inherit.
Okay, I want Queries. And Bufu. Let's go with triple element on the persona.
Is this the persona you'd like? Now, let us begin.
Alright, I think we're ready for boss fight. We can create another one. Sure, why
It
not?
seems that it can gain new power. Choose which Is this the persona?
Yes.
Be born anew.
Okay, let's watch a whole animation. It looks super different. Or have you seen it before already? Iron Maiden. Alright, yeah, we've saw it before. Nice to meet you, Slime. Alright, now I think we are ready. Do you want to... No, we probably don't. Yes, it's time to head back.
May luck be on your side.
And now, go to a destination.
Are we sure this is right? I'm not seeing anything weird.
I have no doubt. This place gives me the same sensation as when I touch the birdcage.
Oh, we probably will see the pictures of every student in a school, right? They keep it in journals, in like teacher lounge, probably.
Think this is what would bring me back here.
So we could probably find her in the pictures, just like we did when we were looking for Haru in previous game.
I suppose so, even though it's only been about half a year. Still, I had no idea Alice Hiragi graduated from Shujin.
I didn't either. And I figured a student council president would know better than anyone about celebrity
Unless
gossip.
she went through complete change and nobody could recognize her.
Perhaps she had a past here that she wished to erase.
What do you mean?
Those voices we heard in her jail. Those cutting words and that painful cry. I don't know whether she was one of the instigators or the victim of such bullying.
I think she was a victim.
However she experienced it. It left such a gaping wound in her heart that she refuses to even acknowledge the truth of the matter.
And that truth took place right here.
So that's why Shujin has a secret room.
Well, we should get moving. What's next?
We may not be in Shibuya, but this place is still linked to its jail. Inputting the proper Emma keyword should permit access as usual.
Okay, let's try it. Everybody ready?
Yes, Morgana.
Yeah, we're ready. Keyword, Wonderland.
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
So we're gonna transfer back right into the birdcage.
So, it's a classroom?
Is this what a school is like? It's rather different than how the internet makes it appear.
The cognitive distortion's really strong here. What's going on?
Hey!
A ghost! Are you seriously crying? Ugh, how pathetic. Trying to get us to go easy on you. You tricked him the same way too, didn't you?
No, I'd never do that.
What? What is this?
God, you're disgusting. Seriously. Why are you still alive? Do us a favor and die already.
Haha.
What the hell?
This boss looks kick-ass. You know what? I'm not gonna be surprised if Alice herself is a victim of shadows.
Oh shit, what the hell is going on? This thing just flipped out of nowhere.
The room's also changed.
No time!
Look sharp, folk!
We should avoid wasting energy on our attacks. Let's read the enemy's movements and respond in kind.
Okay, Lock Keeper, weak to fire and wind. And now we have wind. Not on this persona though.
You're mine.
I'm going too. You're supposed to be all down in the dump.
Take this.
What are you doing batting your lashes at some guy?
What is with this thing?
I don't know, but whatever that thing is, it's horrible.
What the hell's up with this room, too? It's supposed to have the birdcage key in it? Not this!
The key is most assuredly here.
Let's go.
It must be hidden somewhere within the cell.
We're not exactly fit to search for it now. Focus on the enemy first.
The enemy's scared of you. Use psychokinesis and give him lost the reading. Where'd it go?
All right.
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curse. This thing can teleport. Watch out for sneak attacks, everyone.
All right, it changed its weakness. I don't know. It has 4 weaknesses. Huh, that's surprising actually. All right, let's switch to our persona. Jack-o'-lantern, but it's level 3. It's kind of weak.
Bingo! That skill just now? Perfection! Simply astonishing!
Take this! Whoa! This thing's really putting up a fight!
Don't get too close! Keep a safe distance!
It's teleporting again.
Your face really pisses me off. Why won't you just go out and die for a second?
Those kind of attacks look like they'll really hurt. Better stay sharp!
All right, let's switch to Morgana.
Time for my persona! Gotta exploit those weaknesses! I'd expect nothing less.
Huh? You're here? You're so bland.
Is this stuff from Alice's past? Did she really go through all this?
There were some truly terrible things said in the classroom as well.
I believe we've seen why Alice strove so far to wipe the records of her time at school.
Force on the way! Witness my resolve! Zoro, show your power! Hit, Mona! Nice one! You can't all be this smooth! That hurt! Let me in! And Mona follows up! Leave it to me! Persona! Say your prayer! Let me in! Hit! The enemy's no pushover! Target its weakness to wind! Tagging out! Switch! Nice evasion, Noir!
That's so...
Whoa, this thing almost killed me.
Into somewhere like this. Get...
Okay, it killed me.
Your turn!
Yeah. Let's go. Take this.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses! That's the leader of the Phantom Thieves, Toria! Skull, stop charging ahead!
I got
Don't have the
this.
stamina for that!
Captain King!
Look out!
Ah, it's warping all over the place now!
Okay, let's shotgun.
Damn it!
Let's keep it going! Right on the money, Skull!
Ah, you can thank me later. Out of the way! Take this!
Back to shotgun.
That one looks
Okay, let's keep chaining
Let's stay focused! Support my other self!
weaknesses.
I heard you actually confessed your feelings to him.
This is it!
So fucking gross. Are you just like a...
That's a lot of swearing for this game.
Hell yeah!
I don't remember that in the previous game.
Hang on.
Or maybe I didn't pay
Something's
attention.
up.
Okay, this boss fight was kinda easy. Alright, it just opened the key, so it's probably not a main boss fight.
What do we got here?
What? What?
Alright, things going crazy. Something's big is gonna happen. Alright, I got some experience.
What was that rumbling?
The birdcage in the jail is now unlocked. We will be able to access it.
For real?
It appears our most recent target held the key.
In other words, we defeated the warden guarding the key.
A warden in Alice's memories. A key to the cage in her jail. So a different shadow held the key, not Alice's?
What are you going on about?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking how many differences there are from the palaces.
I still think it's possible that Alice was victim herself. Maybe. Maybe her desire got stolen first, and then she started to stealing desires of others.
Good point. The palaces don't have any rooms like these, or wardens guarding keys in hidden locations.
It's as if the more we learn, the messier the situation gets.
If it weren't for Sophie, we wouldn't have even made it here.
Have I been helpful to the Phantom Thieves?
Of course, Sophia.
Mm-hmm. You know it.
Praise accepted.
Well, we'll praise you all you want later. We've got a birdcage to bust open.
True. We have one last task in the real world first.
Calling card.
Let's send Alice the calling card and take back those desires.
Yes, it is time.
Okay, all that's left is send in the calling card.
We're after the desires that Alice is seizing from the people whose hearts she changed. Then don't we have to write something like, "We shall take back the desires you've seized"?
Smart. Using the same logic that works on treasures is probably our best shot.
Once the desire takes form, we can steal it. If we return the victims their own desire,
Everyone should return to normal.
So, what'll happen to Alice then?
Well, she should be having a change of heart and confessing soon after.
Actually, that's not set in stone. What we're stealing this time are the desires that Alice seized from others. This isn't her own desire or ambition. Or like the treasure we found in Palace.
That kind of makes sense.
There's no way of knowing whether or not Alice's heart will be changed.
even if we rescue her victims, without a change of heart in Alice, this will just turn into a pointless cycle.
But if the calling card works, her desire will manifest inside the birdcage. That creates a high probability that we'll encounter Alice's shadow there.
High? Certain probability.
We did cause quite a scene destroying the lock.
Whether through words or fists, don't we still have the opportunity to change her heart via her shadow?
Maybe.
Then let's do it. Let's take her head on. Oh, sorry.
It's
I
okay,
know
Ann.
that's the dangerous approach, but if you guys are all up for it, I want to rescue Alice too. Not just her victims. Alice said she wanted to be a ray of light that could inspire people suffering through life.
You mean when she was on TV? I don't know if she really meant all that.
Well, I do. I get why she said it. Because of all the bullying in her past. I mean, doesn't it seem like we saw part of Alice's trauma in the secret room?
Trauma? It's like an invisible wound in a person's heart. It comes from living through painful experiences.
A wound in a heart.
Maybe that trauma's the whole reason the jail formed.
Trauma distorted Alice's heart, giving birth to the jail. That is very similar to Palace Generation. I've gotta say it's possible.
But how is that trauma relevant to Alice's current behavior?
This is just a hunch, but I think she sees what she's doing as some kind of revenge against the kinds of girls who treated her badly.
Stealing someone's dude right in front of her as revenge to Alice? Oh, that's pretty sick.
But her Shadow's operation is way too massive for that to be all. She just has too many victims already.
Hundreds, maybe thousands.
What if she simply kept escalating because no one was there to stop her? Becoming a monarch must create an awful amount of distortion.
All that only makes me want to help Alice more. If her heart's grown that distorted, then I want her to at least remember how it feels being a ray of light for somebody.
Yeah, I think I'm right. We're supposed to save Alice as much as her victims.
Is she beyond helping at this point? I don't know. But there has to be someone who at least tries. We can't just abandon Alice.
Oh, Lady Ann.
Thanks.
Of course, hon.
I'm with you. Let's do it.
No objections here either. However, should we engage her in combat, we must avoid taking her life at all costs.
Absolutely. That's out of the question.
Best case scenario, we just talk her out of it.
Guys, do you think I could write the calling card this time? There's something I need to tell her personally.
It's all yours.
Thanks. It'll be great.
Writing a calling card? Need any help?
Ooh, you can help me with the phrasing, Sophia.
Awesome. All we gotta figure out now is the delivery.
I may have a plan for that. This is a special reunion of the Phantom Thieves. We gotta do this right.
Hey,
Is there anything you forgot to do? Make sure you get everything wrapped up by tonight. Once we send the calling card, there is no backing out. I bought everything we could in a shop. I crafted shadows.
What are you looking for today?
Weapons are still the same, no new items.
Which one?
Nope.
Here.
Our missions begins tomorrow night. Right, let's do this.
In other news, Akira Konoe, founder of Medivh, announced a joint project with one-time rival company Pineapple.
Pineapple?
Tech heads are fired up with anticipation at the news, awaiting further details with
Phantom Thieves are back.
Okay, folks, listen up!
Good evening. Been a while, huh?
Perhaps you remember us.
We are the Phantom Thieves. And we're back in action with a new heart in our sights.
A wicked witch who treats people like toys. Alice Hiragi.
You pretend you're a ray of light, but all you do is hurt people to indulge your own darkness. You're a bad person, and bad people have to be stopped.
And all those desires you stole.
Tonight, we're taking them all back.
His voice is a bit too adult for like 17, 18 years old.
Okay, next I'm scheduled at... Oh, it's the manager. Hello?
Oh, this is bad, Miss Alice. Look at the email I forwarded you.
What in the... Phantom Thief? You're taking my desire? All the desires I've collected?
Damn, she looks mad.
No, you can't! I need those! That's what makes me the monarch!
Uh-huh.
I need those to... Without those, all right. I'll wait for you. I don't want toys that don't do as they're told. I'll smash you for certain this time.
It's the return of the Futaba cannon. Hope it was a blast. Shibuya's and Phantom Thieves frenzy all over again. I'm sure Alice got her calling card by now too.
Come on!
So all what's left is to wrap this up. Let's head in and finish the job we started. Let's do this. Time for a haste.
let's go.
Alright, tonight we take back the stolen desires. Classic Phantom music. Do we need to checkpoint? Or we can go anywhere?
Let's go, everyone. Time to chick.
All right.
Man, it's times like these I know I'm supposed to be a Phantom Thief.
Actually,
Something there?
Just imagine.
A treasure chest! Let's see what's inside!
Well, Joker,
revival
what'd you
beads.
find?
Okay, that's useful for boss fight.
Now let's get some more.
Okay, I think it was a mistake. Closest. Which is the closest checkpoint? I guess not. There is no checkpoint close to the boss fight. Honestly, it's kinda annoying. Do we have to go through like four floors again? Guess we find out now.
They don't see us. I think we can go for an ambush.
Show me your true self.
This is our chance. Wipe them out. Yes, this won't take long. Look, the chain goes all the way to the top.
Alright, we can probably climb it through a chain.
Perhaps it fell when we opened the lock. Climbing this should give us a straight shot to the birdcage of...
Nice.
No, not that way.
Whoa! That is...
Giant gem.
Ginormous! Why is it so big?
At least it actually materialized for us. Thank goodness. Oh, that is a relief. I was worried our standard palace procedures wouldn't work.
All right, Skull. Get to home.
Poor
no,
Yuji.
Look at the size of that thing.
What do we do now? How do you steal something like that?
I admit, I don't know either.
First, we need to beat
What's
Alice.
that?
It's her! Alice.
So, it's a fight after all.
Of course.
Oh dear. You thought you'd just sneak in like that.
We are Phantom Thieves, though.
And what exactly do you plan on doing with those desires?
We're gonna release them.
Hey you! Joker, right? Did you come back to me so you could be mine?
Hell no.
Oh, what a grump. You should try being nicer to girls.
I would be nice to nice girls.
Alice Hiragi! We know all about the horrible things you've done.
You seized people's desires by force and turned them into your puppets.
You toyed with people's emotions and made them mistreat one another.
You even opened up stores so you could bilk all the people you brainwashed. We can no longer overlook the wicked changes of heart you forced on the people.
The Phantom Thieves are about to beat the distortion out of you.
Takamaki-san, you're so beautiful. There's no way you could understand. You have no clue what I've been through.
You mean what happened to you at Shoot?
Haha, yes, we
Where
know.
How?
We know all of it. How you were bullied. How it was torture for you. But I still...
Oh, okay. You found out. No matter how much I hide it, the past still comes back to me. How pathetic. What a mess. But that doesn't matter now. With this power, I can have everything. Everything I've always wanted.
Alright, let's get to the rumble.
And now, I'm gonna make you mine. All mine.
This looks creepy. She's so creepy. Damn. Oh my god. It's a creep fest.
What the? She turned into some kind of rabbit.
Scary ass
This really is
horror
Alice
rabbit.
in Wonderland.
Oh my! I'm late for a very important date. Come along, come along. I have such wonders to show you.
Oh, she's probably
What
gonna try to brainwash us.
Ignore her, Sophie. She just wants to torture us or something.
Alice.
Aw, you fancy
Alright,
girls seem like
she's
best
weak to
buds.
fire
Any
and
of
wind.
you happen to be dating?
How would that be any of your business?
I wonder who you got your eye on, Takamaki-san. Personally, I've got a thing for Joker. I'm gonna take your heart.
Dude, she is freaky. You better watch out, Joker.
She's tough. See any weaknesses yet, Oracle? One sec. Analyzing. She's weak to... Keep the fire! Burn that smirk right off her face!
Alice, why are you doing this? You've hurt so many people.
Let's switch to Morgana.
That hurt, Mike? Well, everyone's in love with me. What can I do if they say they only have eyes for me?
What? No one who's saying that means it. You're just manipulating them.
Oh, so you know about all that, huh? I never would have guessed you were a Phantom Thief to Kamiki-san. Who will change whose heart in the end? Oh, I just can't wait to find out. Ow! Hey, what the hell? Poor Flanders herself.
Yes, she's getting weaker. Take her down.
Tagging out, quick!
Hey, watch your health. You're getting wrecked out there.
I'm going too.
No holding back.
Okay, but that's 0 damage. Damn.
It's powerful and strong against psychokinesis. Keep that in mind.
Hey, check out the party popper.
You'll have your chance when Alice goes for the pole. That's when you blast her.
Raining
Uh-huh.
confetti upon the stage. That would be quite pleasing, aesthetically.
Oh, I already used a bunch of them.
That is what. Ow! Thank you. Are you ready with that?
Now, get her.
This is Duran. Okay for that one. That's the beauty thief for you.
We'll do it. Come! You're mine!
You really want to piss me off. Weakness to fire confirmed. Let's turn up the heat.
Okay, second stage.
Why are you being like this? I was finally able to find some happiness. Are you here to take everything I have? Just like she did? Just try me.
So sick of separating.
Something's changed. Stay on guard.
Let's
Whoa,
go!
holy shit!
Ravage them!
I'm going too.
Why is she so fast now? Sheesh.
It's time to take you all to school. She refuses to give up.
Take this!
Alice, what made you like this?
Too slow!
You'd never get into Kamaki-san. I've been treated like shit all my life. I had everything taken from me. You don't know what that's like. The further up the social ladder, the shittier they were to me. Even if they saw someone getting tortured, they just smile and keep on walking like it didn't matter. How
Damn.
can trash like that not deserve it? And I'll show you that you're trash too. Once I've got a man in my grasp, there's no letting go. I'll turn him on you. Then you'll learn true despair. Soon I will be loved by all the men in the world.
Persona! Take this!
Oh, nice,
I'm going
Joker.
too.
You hit its weakness.
That's the leader of the Phantom Thieves for you.
Oh,
Fire!
The enemy's no pushover. Target its weakness to wind.
Let's go! You're mine!
I'm
The
going
enemy's
too.
burning up. Smear him with wind or nuclear attack. That's the ticket. Good thinking, Joker.
okay, let's switch to Morgana.
Joker!
Persona! Zoro, show your
Looks like she's weak to wind. Got any wind to send her way?
Looks like I'm up to bat. Time for my I'll take care of this. Ow! This is it! Help with that!
Now, get her.
The end.
Like, these combos are just fun. I have to say, I just kind of love it.
Alice is getting weaker. Just one more big push. Give it up, guys.
All those girls looking down on me. They'll see you. They'll see how every man is mine. Is that really what you want, Alice? Don't be stupid. I remember your real answer. You have to remember too, Alice. Tell me, what do you really want?
Witness my perfection!
Fair warning. This one's gonna be rough.
Persona! Zoro, show your
You hit its weakness. Keep it up, Mona.
Oh,
That was perfect, Mona.
Time for shotgun.
Take this!
Brainwashing.
The bad guy.
Leave that one to me.
Take this! Take this!
Come on, Noir, get up!
Damn.
Your go!
I'll handle it.
Oh crap, I got
The
hit.
enemy's no pushover. Target its weakness to win.
Sure. Come! Ravage them!
And
Did we do it?
okay, let's see. Is there any more stages to this fight? Alright.
Now I'm even more dependable. Now I can be even more helpful.
No! How can I still not be strong enough? Why can't I change? I am not the victim anymore!
You don't have to be victim or the bully. You can be something else.
Enough, Alice. If you keep going, you'll just make
Those
yourself
aren't just
feel
two
even worse.
choices.
How would you know? I just can't compare to someone like you, Takamaki-san. All my life, I'm no match for the real winners. And I tried so hard to change, and I was still made fun of, still bullied. I just wanted to stop being miserable. I poured my heart into fashion and worked to get so far. But then, she showed up again and started running her mouth about my past.
Uh-huh.
She told everyone what a pathetic little shit I was.
So her bully found her even after the school just to screw with her.
That's why I took all of it from her. Her boyfriend, her social circle, everything.
And this is how it started.
And that still wasn't enough for me. It wasn't just her. Everyone that talked behind my back, all the people who just stood there when I was kidding. I'll destroy every single one of them.
Alice. So this is a wound in a heart.
Damn.
This power lets
Poor
me get
girl.
revenge.
You became the bully, right?
You idiot! What good does that do? Now you're just as bad as the people who made you suffer. Is that how you want to live? Like one of those bullies? Didn't you want to be something else? A ray of light for others. And for yourself. Don't give up because of those selfish bastards!
Takamaki-san. You're right.
Oh.
I wanted to rescue them. All the people like me. Going through the same thing. But
This is so heartwarming. It's not too late for a change.
You think so?
Oh, her crown.
Takamaki-san. I want to apologize to the people I hurt and start over.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you can turn it around. I've been through a lot of the same things, but thanks to my best friend and the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand up for myself and do the right thing. You're never alone. Once you're back to your real self, let's be friends, okay?
You wanna be... Really?
Oh.
Uh-huh. I mean, I totally love Alice. We even share the same dream.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'll go back now. Where I belong. But this time, I'm gonna be...
And jail's gonna be destroyed. Yeah, but bunch of people still taking money from loan sharks to buy your things. We're still in a debt. We're still like screwed up, even if we're back to normal. Unless, of course, Alice is gonna recall some items to help people.
That was effing amazing!
Did we just witness the desires returning to their rightful owners?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. Everyone who got a desire disappeared afterward.
I hope that means their real-life counterparts are returning to normal.
Only one way to find out
Yes, you're right.
is to check.
Wait, what the? What is it, Mona-chan? Something's wrong. It's not collapsing.
But the giant desire blew up! Like,
And I think we changed the heart too.
Look around.
Now that you mention it.
Whenever we stole a treasure, we'd have to leave the metaverse entirely, right?
Yeah, we always had to haul ass out of there.
That is most assuredly not happening now. If anything, it's grown eerily quiet.
So what is bigger plot?
So if the monarch is toppled and the desires are all returned, the jail still doesn't collapse?
It would appear that palaces are different from this jail after all.
There's a chance we haven't actually resolved the issue yet.
Uh-huh.
I wonder how Alice will react to this.
Could we find out when we get back to the real world? It'd be nice if she could recall what happened here, but no one shares memories with their shadows.
Think she might talk to Panther?
Huh?
yeah, you two could really hit it off.
She did say that she loves her.
Yeah, I mean, it was worth going that far for her to come to her senses. Alice really is a one-of-a-kind talent, and her dream is definitely something worth fighting for. I just hope she can remember how that dream first made her feel, so she can bring that feeling to the people who need it.
Well said.
I don't know if there's anything I can do to help her, but I at least want to be there for her.
Fascinating.
What's up, Sophie?
Just as the Phantom Thieves predicted, Alice Hiragi appeared to change her logic. This would not be possible had we simply defeated her. How did you predict the outcome?
We didn't really predict it. Being able to change is what makes someone human.
Someone is human because they can change.
Not 100% correct.
The human heart is much more complicated than expected, isn't it? Just when you think you've grown beyond your pain, the smallest thing can bring you all the way back down again. The human heart is indeed difficult to comprehend. It's filled with mysteries.
Well, you're pretty high up there on the mystery charts yourself, Sophie, my dear.
No, I'm...
Sophie, humanity's companion, right? We get it.
You got it, Skull.
Why are we calling her Sophie when she's Sophia in the meta world? It's her freaking codename.
Well, yeah.
Not bad, Skull. Do you really get it?
Or was it the other way around?
Well, what do you say we head back now? I'd like to check on the real world, Alice.
Yeah, let's get going.
Nice. Nice. I made my way back to LeBlanc. Vive la Revolution!
Hey,
Hey, Sophia.
Ann was very angry with Shadow Alice earlier. By the end, though, she appeared happy. Why is that? Wasn't she angry at Alice?
They understood each other.
Okay, anger is not just for hurting people. It is also able to save people.
Sometimes, very rarely.
Consider, anger saved Alice. If someone is in the wrong, anger can be used to show them the error of their ways.
Not
The
always.
human heart is such a mystery. But thanks to you, I've gained valuable experience. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sophia.
I hope to learn more from you.
That's
And now for the hottest meet and greet. Alice Hiragi has returned as our special guest. Miss Alice, thank you so much for coming on today, despite the last visit's conclusion. From what I hear, there's something you wish to share?
Ooh.
Yes, I need to confess something. The incident that occurred with the previous host. That was all my fault. I forced him to proclaim his love for me during a live broadcast. When I heard he was engaged to his co-host, I just wanted to ruin their relationship.
Miss Alice.
And they're not the only ones. Anytime I see a happy woman, I just get so jealous. I do whatever it takes to ruin their lives.
Is this a prank or something?
All of my past managers tried so hard to stop me, but then I'd lash out at them too, and I'd assault them until they backed down. The only reason I've changed managers is because my last one had a total breakdown.
Wait, is this real?
Everything I've said here is the truth. I'm sure all of it is easy enough to prove now. I've lied, and it hurt so many people. And I'm just so sorry for it all.
Is this the Phantom Thieves?
I'm the one who did it. No one but me did these horrible things. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Cut! Cut! Right now! Dump to standby!
Damn.
Alice, this is gonna blow way up. That news lady even name-checked the Phantom Thieves.
Well, whatever may come, at least our job's done.
Right. We may have gone through something quite different from a palace. There's no mistaking Alice had a change of heart.
But police investigator mentioned a lot more people being well, not attacked but changed. So is there more jails? And police is still looking at Phantom Thieves as possible perpetrators?
The people with the stolen desires seem to be normal again too. It's all over the internet.
My son was about to blow our savings on Alice merch, but the Phantom Thieves rescued him. Thank you, Phantom Thieves.
I'm just seeing a lot of I want my money back. Well, we sure can't help him there.
I'm not sure everyone's actually a victim here.
Nevertheless, mission complete.
We've
I
done what we
wonder
had
what'll
to.
happen to Alice next.
It's probably next to impossible for her to make it in the industry now. Her scandal is big news.
No matter why she did it, there are still consequences for her actions.
But if Alice really can find that feeling she had when she first discovered fashion, I think she'll be okay.
Honestly, looking at her dresses, I don't think she's gonna be okay. I mean, I understand nothing about fashion, but that looked like a random crapolo.
She can still be a ray of light for others, even if she has to find another way to shine.
That reminds me. We should still try to press her for info. She might know something that we still don't.
But do we actually have a chance of meeting her now? I imagine her day-to-day life's become quite the mess.
Ah, jeez, that's a good point. Her agency isn't going to want anything to do with her.
An enlightening conversation as always in here.
And this guy is still listening in. And spying on us.
Sup? How's it hanging, folks?
Aw, you again, Gramps?
Gramps? He's not that old.
Hey, I won't deny I'm older than you guys, but that still stings, you know? But more importantly, you guys really hop to work when your minds are set, don't you?
I actually like this inspector. He's like... I don't know, I like his character.
To what are you referring?
Don't play stupid. I gave you solid intel, yeah?
Yes, but that's...
Well, that's good news. Looks like I'll be getting my own in return.
Your own what?
I came here today for your response to my offer. You know, the deal.
We already told you we don't work with cops.
And what if I tossed in a little bonus? Such as running some questions by Alice for you. You were just saying you wanted info from her.
That's... accurate.
But Alice already confessed to messing with people on live TV. Our names have been cleared.
Yeah, what she said. We don't need you for shit.
If only that were true.
What do you mean by that? How is this case not closed?
Oh, it is far from closed. This change of heart epidemic is happening all over the country. And we know they can't all be Alice's victims. Therefore, you still have plenty to get pinned on you, don't you? Not only that, you already know how badly you've stirred the pot. That little calling card stunt's fired up the public more than ever. These change of heart cases have to be the Phantom Thieves. It's the only thing I hear down at the station now. Do you really not realize how dangerous a position you're in right now?
What bullshit? What the hell did we do?
Calm down. Why do you think I offered you that deal? If I wanted to, I could cuff you and take you in right now. The reason I'm not is because I believe you are not the culprit. To catch the true perpetrator, I need your help.
I was right to like him.
Detective's intuition? Maybe? I mean, I'm PubSec, but that's close enough. The MO in this recent epidemic doesn't mesh with the Phantom Thieves' ideology. The motives also appear very different.
Modus operandi. Yeah, it's true, it's completely different.
These are two separate cases. At least, that's what I believe.
May we have a moment to ourselves? We'd like to discuss it first.
Sure, I'll be right outside. Just holler when you're ready for me.
He's so sure of himself.
Oh, this is unexpected. We assumed Alice's confession would clear our names.
So we can still go to the barbecue trip.
Damn it. So they really weren't just trolling.
What is it?
When I was searching the web, I noticed some people saying weird stuff was happening here and there. Similar to what we've seen so far. Almost none of them made the news, and it seems like everyone's just trying to ignore it. But
what Gramps is saying is probably not bullshit after all.
What should we do? If they decide to scapegoat us, we'll never be able to clear our names.
they're not even changing hearts for the same reasons as us.
If there really are other brainwashing incidents out there, that would mean there are more jails. Do you think there could be more monarchs out there too?
Then what would we do? Considering what we've gathered, going along with that man could be a viable option.
Are we seriously gonna trust that dude?
He's more trustworthy than you, Ryuji.
What other choice do we have? At the very least, his intel about Alice was useful.
What do you say?
Let's make the deal.
I think that'd be wisest.
No, wait. Even if we do level with him, how would we explain it?
We take him to a metaverse. We show him how things work.
If he's going to understand what we've been doing, he'll have to learn about the metaverse. Do you think he'll even believe us?
We have no choice but to make him believe. Otherwise, it's our leader on the line.
But the metaverse, the jail. How do you think we're gonna get some thick-headed cop to buy that?
We're gonna bring him in.
It seems our only choice is to take him to the jail.
We have to take police investigator to jail. Sounds like a great idea.
Wait, really?
Mako-chan.
Can you think of any other way for him to avoid getting arrested? We have one playable card in our hand. We just have to go along with it for the time being.
Alright, we'll do it. It's not like we have any alternative.
Let's hope it's not our undoing.
Ah, shit. We gotta stay prepared for the worst case.
I'll call him back in.
Come on
Let's
back.
do it, guys.
We're ready for you.
Huh, that was quicker than I expected. So, what say you all?
There's a place we need to show you. Follow us.
We're gonna lead you to the landfill where we're gonna bury your body.
I see. A jail with a monarch seizing. What say we go get you tested for drugs now? If you're gonna cook up some fantasy to sell me, maybe try a little less spice next time.
Just save it for now. We're about to take you into the cognitive world.
Cognitive world?
Or
Follow
metaverse.
us.
Huh? Where to exactly?
Just shut up and follow.
So, are you gonna answer me, or... What? What? What is... This... isn't real.
Everything here is real. Every last bit you can see.
Kinda real and kinda nothing here is real and everything is real. It's kinda a bit of a both, like a Schrodinger's cat.
Whoa. What happened? What are those outfits for?
Yep, just about what I expected.
This is our Phantom Thief attack.
What even is this? Where am I?
Questions. This is a jail. You are currently located within a jail.
Wait. Who are you?
I am Sophie, humanity's companion. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to... What?
Chill out, Zenkichi. You've got to keep yourself
Zenkichi.
Yeah. Right. I can't be losing my shit like... Monster Cat!
I am not a monster cat! I am Morgana!
You finally believe we've been telling you the truth?
The hell? How much did I drink last night? This just has to be a dream. I'm still passed out.
Slap him. Bitch, slap
Holding
him.
up there, Gramps?
No need to worry. He's merely having a meltdown.
That still sounds rather worrisome.
Looks like we blew his mind.
Oh, brother. I suppose we may as well head back now.
Yeah, he can't handle it. He can't handle the truth.
How did this... What's happened to me?
You were high.
Did I drive myself crazy trying to crack this case?
It's pretty fun watching him lose it.
His brain probably overloaded and he can't catch up.
Why'd we even bother explaining it all beforehand?
We all reacted similarly during our first time. Ah, such innocence.
Get a hold of yourself, Gramps.
Sheesh. How long do you need to get it together? Come on, Earth to Zenkichi.
Talking cat.
Huh? Oh, right. Right. Get it together. This cat said my name! Wait, are you that monster cat from that place? It's the monster cat!
Not a monster or a cat.
Oh, I love it.
I am Morgana.
Since you're cognizant of Morgana speaking in the metaverse, you can understand him here now too.
Cats can talk if I'm cognizant of it? That's really something.
I think he's going to need a little more time to process all of this.
Yeah, you know what? Take a day off. Maybe have a
First off,
drink.
Sorry for losing my cool like that. I think I get what's going on, though. Actually, none of it makes any sense to me. But I'm going to strive to understand.
If we're going to make a deal, then that will make us conspirators. Conspirators have to vow never to betray one another's trust.
So, you already know how all this worked. All right. Your trust is repaid with mine. Help me figure out this nationwide change of heart business, and I'll make sure you're all protected. As long as you cooperate, I won't allow the police to lay a finger on you. That's my vow.
Get along with talking cat.
Oh, man. So he's really real, huh? In that case, I'm gonna cut right down to it and ask for your help with a similar incident. PubSec has their eyes on Sapporo right now because of all the change of heart cases there. I need you in Sapporo Central City by August.
They're actually gonna be traveling around. That's
Why
nice.
does it need to be the 8th?
Our suspect's out of the country on a business trip until then. We're kicking off the investigation within the hour of their arrival back home.
I see. Very well.
So it's likely this suspect in Sapporo is another monarch, like Alice.
That could be. If so, then I'd have to ask you guys to handle it.
So, we're heading to Sapporo Central in Hokkaido, huh? This'll be quite the little trip for us.
Word of caution? You'll definitely want to avoid any sort of public transportation. You're gonna want to either drive or hoof it.
Why is that?
You revived the Phantom Thieves to deal with Alice. Any potential monarch will have heard about it. The way they see it, you're a real problem. Especially if you go after their own desires.
They're definitely all on high alert now. They may even try to get rid of us.
Uh-huh.
There's no way to know who's brainwashed until after they act. What if one of them was the pilot of your plane?
But if we can't fly, how do we get to Sapporo?
It's not like identities of Phantom Thieves are public knowledge. Unless one of the monarchs is actually uh, up in the government again, or a police officer or something.
Find a car you can use. That'd be safer.
You're not gonna set us up with one?
Sorry, but I've got to keep this investigation top secret. Any aid would just leave a trail back to this deal of ours.
That's fair. Any police help would just leave a bunch of paper trails.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't worry about the Alice thing. I'll fill you in once I'm done grilling her. Well, here's to a solved case.
Same here, Zenkichi.
Just part of a solved case.
Right. Sorry I called you a monster cat, kitty.
Oh, you'll be sorry.
His name is Morgana.
Okay. You didn't go crazy. This is real, Zenkichi.
This is fun. I love it.
Talk about an effing buzzkill.
I mean, Hokkaido? Really? There goes our vacation down the drain.
Ain't this stuff happening all over Japan? And even if we do solve this one, we're just gonna get sent off to some other city.
A traveling venture in cooperation with public security.
This is our vacation. We can spend whole summer just traveling around, having barbecues all over.
I admit it doesn't sound all bad. We should stop by Kyoto as well.
Find that silver lining, Inari. This trip isn't for our enjoyment. The case will still be our primary objective.
But it's still summer vacation. Can't we have just a little fun?
Yes, yes we can.
Yeah, the 8th is way off from now. We can still do all kinds of shit before then.
Oh, I'd like to experience some regional cuisines.
Yeah, sushi for me.
Yeah. Phantom road trip time.
Oh dear. We can cut loose after the case is closed.
Yeah, but there's probably gonna be a lot of cases.
That being said, we should go over some things before we move on to the trip. First up is Emma. It seems like an ordinary app at first, but now we know that it has a hidden function that can access jails.
Yep.
Yeah, totally the same thing.
To think something like that is being used nationwide, it sends a chill down my spine.
Maybe Emma is a source of all the desires. Not desires, but because of Emma, people become monarchs.
The app itself is fine though, right? I mean, you can just delete it if you want. Plus, all the keyword and friend list functions work fine. If the app just let everybody slip into jails, wouldn't the whole country basically be pure chaos already?
We've all registered as friends on it, but that didn't do anything strange in and of itself.
Where did this app come from anyway?
It's run by a Japanese company called Mediz. They're an international IT firm. We're talking tens of thousands of employees.
That's quite the large-scale operation. With those numbers, they have to be a top-tier international enterprise.
So is this some evil mega corporation making jails or something?
But we can't use Emma the same way Alice did.
Well, maybe that's because we all got pure hearts. Or
moron.
Maybe.
There's a possibility that Alice had a special version of Emma.
What makes you say that?
Just an idea. I'm grasping at straws over here.
But it is a possibility.
If I got a hold of Alice's phone somehow, I should be able to see if her version of Emma is anything special.
Really? We should ask Inspector Hasagawa if he could confiscate it for us.
And the best part, because all of us have Emma on our phones, if Emma is actually behind it, like artificial intelligence or the corporation behind them, they probably can hear us talking about them. So we're already trying to kill us. Yep.
I'll reach out to him later over it.
Alright, next topic. The jail. Each palace collapsed after the treasure inside was stolen. But the jail is still in Shibuya. Not only that, but the palaces are the manifestations of their rulers' cognitions. But that's not true at all in jails. Humans can have their desires seized from their shadows there.
And that would cause terrible things to occur to them in the real world.
when you put it all together like that, don't it sound even worse than the palaces?
If these other bizarre incidents across Japan are genuine changes of heart, that means there are probably more jails out there.
There could be quite a few of them, considering how impossible it is to report on every incident.
So, we're working with the police to try and clear our name. Is that really enough?
How do you mean?
If If the jails are as dangerous as we've seen, then wouldn't it be bad to just leave them alone if stuff as awful as what happened in Shibuya is happening all over? Aren't we the only ones who can stop it?
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Yes, it's our job to save people suffering helplessly.
Too bad nobody will actually pay us to do it.
And give people courage.
Where is my Phantom Thieves?
Yeah, you said it. Great speech, Lady On. You've got us all fired up.
That's the plan. Maybe traveling by car will actually work to our advantage.
Right. We might find some more jails on the way to Sapporo.
That works for me. A little bit of a jailbreak spree along the way.
But how do we actually find the other jails?
Yes?
It'll only take us about 1,000,000 years.
I believe it may be time for the Sophia show.
Ooh, check the super AI.
I can detect any jails in the vicinity by scent.
For real?
So she's a dog now.
By scent?
A jail emits a distinct signature. When I enter a jail's range, I can sense it.
Sophia, that is nuts!
Praise accepted.
There is still much we do not understand.
I think
But at least
Sophia-
we now have a course of action.
I think Sophie is one of my favorite characters at this point.
Yeah.
She's just
This
so
is
charming
gonna be...
and innocent. A great time with you guys.
You're right. We deserve to enjoy ourselves along the way.
All that's left is to secure our transportation.
If this is going to fit all of us, won't it have to be pretty big?
We need an RV or
We'll just have
something.
to rent something. Oh, who knows what it'll cost us.
Money is no object to us. The prize funds for my most recent contest entry have finally come.
Oh, keep your snack money to yourself.
Well, we could a deal with someone in the police. Maybe they'll help pay for our investigation. Nah, no way.
They could have, but paper trail.
Some pretty big transportation. I'm getting this feeling that Sojiro mentioned something along those lines once. Let's go ask him.
A ride that could fit all of you.
Weren't you talking to someone about big transportation or something the other day?
Oh, you mean the guy I know with the camper? Yeah, he was whining about never having the time to use it, and how it's just collecting dust.
Sojiro, that's it! Please go borrow that camper for us, please!
Does this have anything to do with what you guys are getting blamed for?
Yep.
Yes.
Then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll give him a call. Sit tight till tomorrow.
Yeah, now there's our chief. So considerate.
But listen up. No getting too wild out there, all right? And are you all set with travel funds and whatnot?
Yes, we've all been saving up for summer vacation.
Once art drove me to rags, but now it has propelled me to riches.
Let's see how much snack money you actually have.
Yeah, we gotcha.
A camper? This is turning into some kind of coming-of-age flick. Wait, are you guys and girls actually gonna sleep in that thing together?
No worries, the boys are all sleeping on the roof.
And we've got Makoto and her fist of justice with us if someone tries anything funny.
Oh, and I'm very handy with an axe.
Yeah.
Please go easy on us, ladies.
These sisters are really doing it for themselves. Fine, whatever you gotta do.
So, about what I asked for.
Ah, right. Alice's phone. Here you go.
Nice scores, Enkichi!
Hey, that's important evidence. No breaking it. Got?
Understood.
So, how was Alice anyway?
She was pretty upfront about the whole heart-changing situation. When people registered her as a friend on Emma, she noticed they'd suddenly grow obedient to her. At first, she was just curious what was going on. But she says she got such a thrill from making people do her bidding, she couldn't stop herself.
So, police is trying to scapegoat us as responsible for everything we're changing in the country. But what about Emma? They had to realize Emma is involved somehow.
It began with the friend registration.
Was there anything else?
The only other thing she did was apologize. That's all we got. But it does seem like she was telling me the truth.
So she didn't actually know anything about the jails or desires.
Well, I have to say, I wouldn't have bought one bit of it if you hadn't shown me what you did.
Hmm?
What in the hell?
What is it?
I thought I'd find some unique aspect to Alice's version of Emma. But nope, this is just the standard commercial version. It hasn't even been tampered with.
So we got nothing out of this?
I didn't say that. I did find traces of some snooping in her phone.
What do you mean?
Someone was monitoring Alice's activity, either her smartphone usage in general or her Emma usage specifically.
So, like...
Either stalker or somebody was taking time with her.
And that would mean there is still someone out there involved with this incident.
Possibly, yes.
Do you see anything revealing the monitor's origin?
Somewhere within the country. That's all I get from it.
Getting even that's quite the feat. You're real good, kid.
Never underestimate the techie of the Phantom Thieves.
So someone was tracking Alice. Who could it be?
One thing at a time. This isn't our only case to work. I'm sure we'll find more leads as we investigate the incidents. Well, I'll see you August 8th at Sapporo Central. Don't be late, got it? I'll reach out to you that day with the meetup location. Time to return this phone to its rightful owner.
It's evidence, you're not gonna return any of it.
So Alice could put people in her jail because she was a monarch. Is that about right?
Since it didn't seem to be her version of Emma's doing, that seems correct.
I get where you're coming from, but we still shouldn't jump to conclusions. Like Zenki-ji said, there's still plenty to look into.
That's true. We don't know enough about what's happening. We should gather more intel.
Hey, you guys still together?
Yep.
Then come on outside. Check out your wheel. Yo.
It looks okay.
What?
Whoa!
It's like 3 times more badass than expected.
Beautiful.
This retro design, so simple yet so elegant.
Thanks!
Thanks, Sojiro. We'll do our best not to crush it.
Come on.
Don't go jinxing yourselves. I found the make and model online. This is a Volgan Retro Life. It has 4 beds and a rooftop tent. There are enough power outlets for everyone, as well as cooking appliances for any culinary needs.
Oh.
We couldn't have asked for anything better. That's our chef for you.
Wow.
I love the interior too. Yes, it reminds me of American diners in the 1950s. I hope I can actually drive something this big. It's good with little quirks, but I'm sure you get used to them quick enough. Until then, though, make sure you drive carefully, okay? Well, I guess I can't really park this here, can I? I'll go move this to the nearest lot. You go finish your packing.
That's true.
Alright, let's disband for now and regroup once we are ready to roll out.
Hey!
Alright guys, I think this is where we're gonna end this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to support me, please leave a like. If you really like this video, please subscribe. And I will see you soon in another one. Peace out.